Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to take a look at the brand new rules revealed for the Scriptor Mortis, the new Nighthaunt miniature coming in the new battle box that will contain both Nighthaunt and Daughters of Cain. Now, I want to talk about this miniature because it's a really exciting miniature for me. I really like the rules of this miniature. I know a lot of people have looked at this miniature and written it off in competitive play, but I know that's not where I seem to look at this miniature, where I think this rule is great, and that is narrative play. This miniature has such potential to be a fantastic piece set inside a narrative campaign. And so, the article we're going to look at is on Warhammer Community. Here's how to write the story of your opponent's doom with Scriptor Mortis from Arena of Shades. Now, Arena of Shades is a fantastic upcoming box for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, will be on pre-order soon. Pitting the ghostly Nighthaunt against bloodthirsty Daughters of Cain, it includes 2 hero models who can only be found in this box right now, as well as a new ranged unit for the Nighthaunt. One of the new miniatures is a Sorcerous Geist hunched over a massive tome. Once a chronicler of truth, he has been twisted in Death by Nagash into a parody of his former self. Known as the Scriptor Mortis, he is ready to kick ass and take names, and you pray to Sigma, he's not recording your death in that book. First of all, this is just a really cool, creepy miniature. It is weird that it doesn't have the cloak, like it lacks a little bit of that colour transition and sort of offset colour that the other Nighthaunt had because of the cloak, but really, really cool stuff. I like the miniature, can't wait to get him for my Nighthaunt force. And so, once members of an order called the Scriptor Mortis, these brave historians pursued law and chronicled the heroic deeds and works of Sigmar. That hadn't included the tale of how the God King freed Nagash from his tomb. The great Necromancer didn't really care for their version of the story, so when their souls eventually came to him, he had a special punishment prepared. That's pretty cool. Like, let's not forget, in like the narrative sense, at one time, Nagash and Sigmar were like the best of bros. They were as close as brothers, and that's what made like Nagash's betrayal all the worse. And Sigmar's betrayal to Nagash as well. Like neither of them is the perfect brother in this at all. Also, that's a cool piece of art. And so, twisted into the Scriptor Mortis, they're now compelled to extol nothing but the virtues of their master's grand utopia. The story quite doesn't show their lord in the best light, they simply revise it, embellishing the tale until it pleases the resentful god of undeath. Not only does Scriptor Mortis record the deeds of the dead, they are also empowered to doom the souls of the living. If they learn a mortal's true name, it's only a matter of time before the Scriptor writes their last chapter in the victim's story. And so we got this really cool rule. Sentenced to eternal torment. In your hero phase, you can say this unit is going to record the name of a judged soul. If you do so, you pick one enemy hero that does not have the death keyword, and that is visible to this unit to be the judged soul. At the start of each of your subsequent hero phases, if the judged soul and this unit are on the battlefield, you must make a judgment roll for the judged soul. And if this unit cannot record the name of a different judged soul in that place. In addition, if the battle would end and the judged soul and the unit are on the table, then before the battle ends, you must make a judgment roll for the judged soul. To make a judgment roll, roll a dice. If this roll is less than the number of the current battle round, the judged soul suffers 2d6 mortal wounds and cannot be picked to be a judged soul more than once in the same battle. Now, I guess this has got an unlikely chance that it's ever going to work in a battle, but for me, this is a fantastic sort of rule where you can build your narrative campaign around this rule. Like, imagine if characters get judged. You can build that story of like they're judged and they have died and now we've got to go rescue their soul from Nagash, or they judged and survived and now the Scriptor Mortis is continuing to try to write their name in it. And maybe there's a continuous story of the Scriptor Mortis trying to finally write that final name. It's a cool rule. It's a really narratively strong rule and can add so much to a campaign if you can use it right. And there are so many rules like this in different books and everywhere. I really love rules like this, where this gives you a chance to really play with that narrative of the model. And so, I'd like to think like you continuously try to kill this character with this rule over the course of an entire campaign and see whether or not the Scriptor Mortis can actually claim the soul for Nagash, or whether your hero will actually survive. It's a really, really cool rule. And then, so Souls ripped in such a way are cursed to eternal torment, and with potential to a ruinous 12 mortal wounds, let's hope your heroes aren't on the receiving end of one of these. Luckily, the Daughters of Cain are quick to bring their own brutal judgment if the High Gladiatrix and her followers can destroy the finicky scribe before he had time to add the final flourish to the story. They might just make it out alive. And so I'm assuming maybe tomorrow we might see the rule for the Gladiatrix, but I really love this rule. Like I said, this is a fantastic narrative rule that's going to give you a ton to your narrative games and to the potential of a campaign with this rule at the center of the campaign. This is really, really cool stuff. Love to see more stuff like this in more battle tomes on these really heavy narrative rules that are going to make models fun in narrative play. But with that said, what is your thoughts on this model and the rule? How do you feel about these rules? I know they're not the most competitive rules in the game, but there is a lot of stuff you can add to this and build around this thanks to a story-driven game, a more narrative-focused game, or even an open-play game. This could be really fun. Even in a more match-play game style, this could certainly, be a winner of a move. If you can keep that Scriptor Mortis alive and finally get this thing off, it could be game-changing if it does happen, but let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, drop us a comment down below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine little community here at Scriptor Gaming, you can do so by joining our Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel and get your name up on the screen like all these fantastic people do, you can do so by supporting us either on Patreon or YouTube members. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, we'd love to give them a shout out. So a shout out to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Dynet226. And a shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Shelf, Adriana Edwards, and Sean Scott. A special thanks as well to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work for our channel's Discord server as well. Thank you all for watching. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.